Very good.
You good? Finish.
I'm so
How many did you get?
9. I'm so far.
To do your next 2 sets at like £10. We did say this was happening as
I
well.
know. You'd get light as fuck and get like,
My body weight reps would go like that and yours would go down like that.
just getting heavy.
But then in like August,
Probably the opposite.
you'll be right on it sets of 30 and I'll be right on it like sets of 5.
I'll have to do like one arm bar and go that push.
Right, in for batch with Mike. We did try to film the other day hamstrings on Thursday, but the gym was too busy, so it wasn't a matter of not being able to get footage, but it was more just a matter of like people stopping and chatting and kind of ruining the flow that I like to get into. Anyway, so today we are 12 weeks and 1 day out to the Scottish, and then obviously for the Grand it's 11 weeks and 1 day out. So seeing our new, this week I've been at a new low, so we've been sitting comfortably at in the 97 kilo mark. 97 kilo range was kind of nice to see. Getting weights trending now still. I've done 3 sets of bodyweight pull-ups to start with, and this week I've been doing my new warm-up drill I've had from my man Alan that I go to for physio. So for today it was 2 sets of dead hangs for 45 seconds, pec stretch for 30, and then finger extensors with this little resistance band thing, because that hand's fine, but that hand's fucked. Like you can see that pinky doesn't feel extend. So then 20 in each hand, which is nice. Like it's a warm-up routine I can kind of get in and get done while warming up and everything else. I don't have to allocate its own slot of time. And now we're on the Citadel pull down doing the single arm lat pull down, or high roll, whatever you want to call it, high lat roll. So yeah, 3 sets here, and then we'll get into the nitty gritty of it. Go on. Yeah, we're in. Let's go. Big fucking sets here, come. Easy, easy, easy. Knife, come on. Knife. Oh no. Knife. So that is the sit down, pull down done. Like, we're lucky here in Flex that we've got 2 sets of like the same machines on with most. So like we usually have the Panata one. We usually use the Panata one, but now we've had this Citadel one in. It's so much better. Like, it's significantly heavier, but also being able to adjust the strength curve. Like, in my opinion, is it a novelty? Yes. Is it beneficial? Yes. But should everyone be doing it? Not really. But it does essentially allows me to do the same weight across my 3 sets and keep the reps almost the same, because that was a set of 7 and 2 sets of 8, but the weight never changed, just the ratio of where I was putting the weight changed. So the first set tends to be the hardest setup, and then the third set is the easiest setup. Like, if you put all the weight on the top peg, in my opinion, it's easier, but it's lighter than if you put the majority of the weight in the middle peg. So we just gradually go hard to middle, hard to easy rather. And now we're warming up on bar rows, just doing it from the floor. I've always done bar rows. I think it just gives you like a thicker look to your back. For a long time, Mike and I were doing it off the rack, which is sound, but often that's when I would feel my form would get a bit iffy. I was going too heavy, whereas just going straight from the floor, you know if you're going to move that weight or not, because you're in that position before you've moved the weight. You're going into essentially like a static hold. So again, it's another movement we've been rinsing for a good 2-3 months now, and we're getting a good the rhythm of it.
Just make it tidier.
It's like retard with crayons. The effort was there. Struggle to stay in between the lines.
I said.
Easy. 2, right back. Stay over. Right back, come on. Easy. Come on. Right back.
Keep it going, come on. You go there.
After he does a set. There might be white ones in that box, and there was a matching set of white ones.
There you go.
They're actually not bad. See, because they're right dead thin. Go right, come on. Let's go. Easy. See if you had an 8-day week. See if there's an extra day. Well, it won't be easier, like. Just program wise.
You just do C-bumps.
If we had a 3-day weekend but still a 5-day week. 1 day. Felt better, but
It would better.
right, so 2 sets of rows from the floor done. My hand feels numb. So managed to increase reps from last week. So managed an extra 5 kilo and an extra rep on my. Technically it's my back off set, but I'm doing high rep set first, and then an extra rep on my top set, but it just felt significantly better. Ironically, I said there to Mike, I realised I was rolling 180 for decent reps, and then got in my head, and then fucked it. So, Mike, it's off. That's something. So yeah, that felt decent. Now we're doing low roll, just to give the low back a rest, just to hit the upper back a bit harder without having to use the hamstrings or lower back or anything to brace, and then we'll get back to deadlifting. But yeah, so when I've been posing this week, the main thing I've been really toying about with and fucking about with my like position. of my upper back in a lot of my shots, so Mate Dale have been kind of going back and forth with posing ideas and thoughts since I started prep, and sent him a photo last night of my rear relaxer and pushing my spine out, because I do have a very thick upper back. It's just kind of getting it, showing it really. So you're like doing some of these movements where like my chest is completely supported and completely isolated. It helps reinforce that thought process when I'm posing. Let's go.
Go on then. Stay over that foot. One more. One more. One. Let's go. Way back. Come on. You know what's a proper head fuck? I'm so weak on pull downs, and my first two movements in this back session, they're too hard pull downs. So I'm like, oh, I'm weak as piss today. And then we do bar row, I'm like, oh, I'm alright. Every single session I get all upset in my head, I'm like, oh, fucking, this is shite. I'm not a strong midget.
And then as soon as I do my first set, I'm like, oh, it's alright.
It's still there, we're good.
Yeah. I'm not faded to fuck off. Easy. Good. Right. V1. Right, so that's the chest supported low roll, upper back row. Well, the biggest difference I've noticed using that is like really driving your chest into the pad and keeping your hips kind of back, so you want to kind of be at that angle, essentially match the angle of the chest pad. So 2 sets there. It's a fucking bloody heavy machine. So last week Mike and I both did 50 kg for the first set and then 60 kg, but the 60 kg set is a bit iffy, to be desired for. So we both stripped it back to 55 kg. It was a better set. So, and now deadlifts. So just kind of getting in after it with deads, because we're 5 movements deep. You don't really need to do much in terms of warming up. So we pretty much just put the bar to 100, touch it, and then just put a plate on and like single rep it up until we're just our working weight.
I'll get it for 3. 4.
I concur.
I concur. Feel it, but I'll shift it. Mike, let's go. Through, let's go, 1. Chest up, chest up, chest up. Easy. Let's go. Drive, hips. Take it, come on. Come on. Fight, fight, fight. BB.
Go that. BB. Fuck aye. On your big friend. Let's go. Let's go. Got it fucking up, let's go. Yes. Okay. Much better. Go on. Yes. Yes. Finish that.
Damn it. Squint is that bar, Mikey.
I was just thinking about fucking gripping and ripping the bars though. I'm not caring if the fucking bar squint.
You know what I think it is? See, because you're taller, see when you drop it, it bounces more.
We can watch it back.
It's because I'm short, I'm dropping it from there, it like bounces once.
I'm dropping it from 4 foot up. Fucking grip the bars, let's go. Easy. Go. Easy. Go. Go. There we go, let's go. Ash. Through. Ash.
Bastard.
See when your headphones fell off, I shot myself. Because you went to go for that last shot, but I was like, fucking.
That's what I hesitated. Right, so that's deadlift done. Annoyingly, I dropped a rep. My top set, I just felt like my feet were slipping, but I'm deadlifting in socks, so mental note for next time, probably just gonna bring like my old Viva Foot shoes in, Vibrams. Just fire those on when I'm deadlifting, just to give me a bit of a grip to the floor. But then my back off set I managed 240 for 9, and last week I managed 220 for 11, so I'm a good 20 kilo up. My back off. The thing I find ironic when it comes to specifically deadlifting is a lot of people these days will bash deadlifts and say it's not a back movement. Technically it's not per se, but as soon as I finish deadlifting, the back pump I've got is ridiculous. Like, everything I've hit already prior to this session is now fully pumped with blood. So that's pretty much all the meat and potatoes done. We've now just got like one rest pause and post cable roll, and then pull over, and then some bicep. So it is a long back session. It's a hard session for like the heavy hinge and then the heavy deadlift. But now we're going to get into the back 60 of it. Right back, push, open up. Easy, open up. Go on. Let's go. Come on. Easy, Mike, come on. Strike set, one more. Drive. Come on. Easy. Drive. Come on, me.
second. Come on. 1. Right back. 1. Come on. Let's go. 1. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Fucking
Right, so postscript cable we're done. It's fucking horrible. Mainly just because it's essentially the first intensifier we do through the whole session up to this point. So once you've already got a bit of a pump, it's a bit brutal. I put the seat down. That's quite high. Anyway, now onto covers. We were doing straight arm pull down with a rope on the cables for a while. But in my opinion, that's restricted with, you're kind of restricted there with how much weight you can use and like your positioning and essentially your stability. So once I got that seat belt, it became a lot easier because then we can use the pull over machine. Because often I find like it's fantastic up to a point, and then you get to that weight, it's a wee bit too heavy, and to me it feels like you need pinned down, or your hips pulled back rather. So it does make a drastic difference in my opinion. Just on the ability to stay in the position you should be in, rather than having to wrestle yourself and stay pinned down. So it's just one set here, 15 to 20, and then one single drop set. But with the drops, we tried to keep it a relatively small drop. So like if you're doing, I think we did 85 kilo last week. We'll drop it to like 65, 60. So then that drop set, you're only getting like a handful of reps per 5 reps. So you're not doing like numerous sets that are just, you're just adding up buckets and buckets of fatigue. Easy. Keep moving it. Chest up, chest up, chest up, chest up, chest up. Big fucking up, big fucking up. Chest up, chest up. Look at that. Get that chest up. Elbows. 2. One more like that. Chest up. Last move, big jump. Right back. Right back, right back, right back.
Ow. Might have put your short man handles back to where they go. So a day in the life of a vertical challenge monk.
Why can't I just be vertically challenged? Why does it have to be a monk?
Because you're a monk.
I mean,
I'd be missing information.
what?
I'd be missing information if I didn't.
Missing information or misinformation?
Missing information.
Oh.
You being a monk is not misinformation. You want plenty left, mate. Let's go. Move that. Go then. All the way. Go. Come on. Walk. Come on. Take a hop. 1. Take a hop. 2. 2. Take a hop. Take a hop. On there. On there. On. Good.
That's worse than using the seatbelt. I'm okay. All the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Come on. There you go. So, what's going on here? Back done. The one set of pullovers is genuinely very fucking horrible. Using the seatbelt does make it a completely different movement just because you can't move. You're completely glued to the machine. I do notice every now and again that, like, if my seat position is off or my elbow's driving into it, it's a bit too high, and then my elbow will also come off the pad. So I just always have to be mindful of when you're using a pullover machine, because that applies to any really. When you're using them, just be mindful where the seat is, not at the starting point but at the end point of the movement. And we just rattled through biceps there, so it's 4 sets of hammer curl, just kind of posturing up on my lats and trying to keep my elbow to my wrist and my shoulder all in line. Then doing like a bit of a flick of the wrist to hit the forearm. And then 3 sets of the seat cable curl. And I'm just rattling through angle raises for abs.